Hey, Dancing Rabbit, and I'm back. This week's question from, I guess this is Junior or JR for November 17th through 22nd, has to do with the LGBTQ plus people and paganism. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think there's a disproportionate number of LGBTQ plus people in the pagan community, or a disproportional number of pagan people in the LGBTQ plus community, and why do you think this is or isn't? Yes, I think it is. I think that there are definitely more out of the closet gay pagans than there are out of the closet gay Southern Baptists. And there's a number of reasons for that. First, very mundane reason. There are probably a lot of gay Southern Baptists who are not out of the closet because people would think badly of them and treat them badly. Whereas in the pagan community, who cares? You know, it's no big deal. So I think probably more of our folks are out, are open about their sexuality or gender identification. Secondly, queer people are spiritual, perhaps more spiritual than the rest of us. In Native American cultures, they were often called two-spirit people, and many of the Native American shaman were gay or bisexual or transgender, and there was an accepted role for them in the community. So I think that if you are a person who is bisexual and you're a spiritual person, then you would be on the lookout for a community that not only tolerated you, but accepted you, welcomed you, celebrated you. That's, among other places, the pagan community. So I think we not only have more folks that are out, but we also have attracted people to our community because of our accepting attitude. There is also the possibility, and I think this is a good possibility, that the sorts of practices, the sorts of spirituality, the emphasis on the divine feminine, whether we're talking a person who is physically a female or a person who is a male and very, in a traditional sense, very feminine. There is a real, not only acceptance, but this is a big part of a lot of paganisms, particularly of the Wiccan variety. Big emphasis on the goddess. And so if you are a woman, a straight woman, joining a religion that has an emphasis on female deity, female sacredness, I think would be a big drawing card. And I think if you were a lesbian or gay or bisexual or transgender, or you just really weren't too sure yet, but you probably weren't exactly straight arrow, this would have a really big draw to it. Now, as far as stereotypes, I don't know. I don't really have a good sense of what the non-pagan community thinks of us, because I don't spend a lot of time in the non-pagan community asking those kinds of questions or being given those kinds of answers. A great deal of my time in the, I guess you'd call the mundane community, the non-pagan community, religion is not a topic of discussion. It's not an issue. It's not a matter of me being in the broom closet or out. It's just a matter of, well, that's not what we're talking about, or it's not an appropriate topic for this this setting. Let's see if there's anything else in there. So stereotypes exist. Yeah, there probably is. There are quite a few gay people that I know that fit, just perfectly into the flamboyant gay stereotype. And there are probably more gay people that I know that don't. So stereotypes are generally based on some sort of fact, but they usually go off into left field after that. As far as a gay pagan stereotype, I don't know. The radical fairies are the quintessential gay male pagan group, and I have never actually met any of them, and I've met an awful lot of pagans. But I would tell you that most of the gay pagans that I've met, and I do go over to Rainbow Camp after ritual at Council of the Magical Arts to partake in the Midnight Bacon ritual, I don't know of any of those guys who really fall into the radical fairy class, though some of them might, just on I don't know, a dare or a whim, just for fun, just for the fun of it. So I hope I answered your question, and if you are gay, bisexual, lesbian, transgender, questioning, queer, or you're just not sure but you think you might be maybe, don't worry about it. The gods love you, they created you like you are, and you can certainly celebrate who you are, even if you're not sure who you are yet, in the pagan community. So, great big welcome. Bye-bye.